You are not here by chance, and you are not hearing this by chance. Your spirit was drawn here because the timing is perfect, because heaven has carefully planned this moment. Chosen one, don't let the world's current events distract you. Don't let doubt speak louder than the truth. Do not be scared this time of year. Things are about to start to change in your favor at this point. You are on the verge of a supernatural turning point, anointed one. What was late is now falling into place. Getting ready to move is what has been held back. You can walk through a door of wealth, provision, and elevation that opens before you, not because you worked hard, but because God planned it that way. This is the kind of moment that the Bible means when it says, "The vision waits for its appointed time, and even though it seems to be taking too long, it will not fail," as it says in Habakkuk 2:3. Heaven doesn't make these events very loud for everyone to hear. For a quiet mark, it draws the ready. What you feel is not your imagination. It is in line. A transfer isn't just about getting resources. It's also about getting back to a clear position and having authority. It's also possible for God to remind us without words or explanations. Sometimes it's something simple, steady, and quiet that our souls can recognize when everything else is getting loud. What has been prepared sits here, unchanged, waiting without a reason to move. That's right. You don't have to hear it again for it to stick, because heaven doesn't do that. It talks once to line up. The things that are happening now are not emotional or made up. There's a new chapter starting that will change how you feel about money, provision, and value. I'm being careful with what I say because I've been through a time when worry was stronger than faith, when effort didn't seem to lead to results, and when praying for relief felt like more work than it was worth. That chapter does not carry on from where you were. It ends at this point, anointed one. Dear beloved, if you found this video, I don't think it was by accident. God has a way of leading his chosen ones exactly where they need to be. We want to be honest with you, family. From these videos, we earn nothing. Every video is created purely out of love for God and love for you. It is your small gifts and donations that encourage us to keep going, to keep making content like this for his glory. Without your support, this mission would be very hard to carry. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you to every one of you who has given. God sees you and God will honor you. There is a family waiting for you on our community platform. Brothers and sisters who came broken, came searching, and found something life-changing. Not just content, but people who truly care. Our most faithful supporters are featured on our platform, a place of honor for those who sow into this ministry. You are chosen, you are loved, and there is a home waiting for you. Find the community link in the description. Come home, beloved. We are waiting for you. You're not changing into someone else. You're becoming again the person you were always meant to be. You became stronger when you lived through times of scarcity, but that wasn't meant to last. I remember the moment when I realized that struggle had taught me, but it wasn't where I was going. You are now coming to the same realization. It was never possible to reach your goals. What seemed like limits were just lessons. Those lessons worked. What people expect changes at this point. That number you thought was enough is now being pushed, not to make you greedy, but to make room for more. Heaven doesn't give more to a vessel that is still afraid of it. You are being steadied so that you can carry more without getting scared or losing your peace. This is something I learned the hard way. As soon as money stopped being emotional, It changed the way it moved. It stopped being a test and turned into a tool. You are being aligned in that way right now, anointed one. Take a deep breath in. It's not that this moment is fragile. It's just that clarity needs stillness. Growth doesn't happen quickly. It calms down. It takes root on its own. There is no noise in abundance. It's order. It's not pressure to be prosperous. It's the rhythm. What is coming at you won't ask you to be chaotic. It will respond to confidence that is calm. You are not wishing for what you are about to do. It is an alignment that can be seen. Money responds to being clear. Opportunity comes to those who are ready. When I stopped trying to get results and started respecting structure, doors started to open that my hard work had never been able to reach. This is not language of the dead. This comes from real life. Wealth moves toward people who can see it clearly, handle it wisely, and let go of their fears about it. That's what you're becoming right now. Before you go, I want you to know there is a home waiting for you. A place where we pray together, grow together, and support one another every single day. Visit our website through the link below to join our prayer family and, if your heart leads you, to sow a seed into this ministry. Your support is what makes it possible for us to keep going. Thank you, and God bless you richly. You are not far behind, anointed one. You are in place. Every delay helped you become smarter. Each dry season taught you how to be a good steward before it got too much. I know what it's like to want help before you're ready, but heaven doesn't mix up speed and blessing. What's coming will stay. That's why timing is important. Attraction is getting easier from now on because resistance is weakening. You're not negotiating based on old ideas that said money was hard to get or scarce. Those beliefs served their time, and now they are being let go without any force. I did not say anything as I saw this happen in my own life. This morning, I noticed that I wasn't afraid to make choices. Not the amount, but the way they thought was the sign. When fear went away, flow came. And anointed one, you are learning to look at money as a neutral thing, a resource, a way to move things around, and a way to trade value for skill, honesty, and dependability. This is growing up. This is being ready. This is why chances start to come your way, without you having to do anything. People trust those who are calm when they're near resources. Open systems for people who like structure. You're changing into that person without trying to prove it. Do not rush the understanding that comes with the provision. You are not only getting more money, but you are also getting a better understanding of how income is made, kept, and increased over time. How you move through the world changes now that you know this. You wait before you act. You plan instead of being scared. You answer rather than chase. That posture makes people like you. Anointed one, you might first notice small changes, better decisions, clearer boundaries, and a calmer confidence. These are not just random events. They show that things are lined up. Before I could see the results, I learned to trust these signs, and they always came true. Let this go without making people believe it. What is opening doesn't need your work. It just needs you to be ready. It's not coming to overwhelm you. It's coming to help you. As this truth sinks in, you may feel a calm certainty take the place of urgency. That calm isn't do nothing. Power is kept in check. No, anointed one, this is not the end of the message. This is just a break. What comes next builds on what has already been started, and it stays here, steady and ready, so it doesn't need to call for you. Chosen one, what is going on now is not louder, it's more deep. This is where a lot of people get it wrong about how heaven works. Sometimes breakthroughs happen without making a lot of noise or being urgent. It can come as a quiet shifting of your inner posture at times. Do not brace anymore. You cease to expect to lose. You become more steady in your decisions, which is something you didn't do before. That's not a coincidence. That's the work of preparation done. You are learning, Anointed One, that wealth doesn't like people who are desperate. It likes people who are stable. I remember a time when I prayed for more while still being afraid of being responsible. Heaven did not answer that prayer right away, not because it didn't believe it, but to keep the person praying safe. When provision did finally come, it brought order, not chaos. You are now moving into that pattern. You are not being pushed into plenty. You are being set up in it, chosen one. There is a gap between wanting help and being ready to take charge. Relief wants to get away. Structure is what stewardship wants. You are now developing the skill to hold on to growth without losing your way. At this point, we go from hoping for a miracle to being a part of one. Make your declaration if you are ready to be a good steward of the wealth and provision that is coming your way. Under I choose stewardship over relief, type your choice. As you type these words, let the steady rhythm take root in your body. That's why you might not be as upset about money these days. It is coming back to normal. Money moves faster when it loses its emotional charge. This is not an idea. Real decisions, real planning, and real discipline show that you are aligned, Anointed One. This is where having patience pays off. Each layer of expansion adds to the next. It doesn't fall apart when pushed because it wasn't put together quickly. You're starting to think about the future without trying too hard. You think about what might happen. That's what you do. You know which opportunities are useful and which are just for fun. This sense of right and wrong is worth more than quick gain. I learned that after chasing things that seemed good but didn't have any basis in reality. Heaven used those lessons to make my vision better. You are getting that sight now, so you don't have to make the same mistakes again. Chosen One, you did not find this video by chance. God placed you here, and just as He led you to this prayer, He may be leading you to something more. A family of believers who walk this journey together every single day. Visit our community through the link in the description. And if your heart is moved to sow a seed into this ministry, know that we receive it with gratitude and faith. God bless you, beloved. Alignment does not always make things feel simple, Chosen One. It means that all of your actions, decisions, and thoughts are now going in the same direction. Once that happens, work starts to pay off. Time starts to matter. You can see opportunities because you are now ready to see them, not because they appear out of nowhere, which is why your view is changing. You're not waiting for help to come. As Anointed One, you are helping to build. Money talks might not drain you as much as they used to. Planning doesn't feel like a chore anymore. Trust is no longer a heavy thing. These are signs of growing up, not losing faith. Scripture talks about being trustworthy with little things before being given a lot. This is not a test, but a way to grow. Heaven doesn't put weight on something that hasn't been strengthened. You are now getting stronger. You'll learn this season that money grows when value grows. Value goes up as skill, dependability, consistency, and the ability to solve problems rise. These don't need any pressure. They need to be there. When I decided to do fewer things with more integrity, I remember realizing that my earning potential went up. You are going through the same change. You're making it easier. You might be focusing. Anointed One, that focus gives you speed. Don't look at other people's paths and judge them. Comparison throws off timing. Your journey is unique. You have been planning your preparations. Every step forward is important, even the ones that you thought you couldn't see. Heaven takes into account what the rest of the world ignores. It's still progress to make progress when it's quiet. It's frequently the chosen one that lasts. When trust grows, pressure and urgency go down, and confidence goes up. You start to believe in your ability to make smart financial choices without always needing to be reassured. That trust brings opportunities. When it comes to resources, people trust those who move slowly. Systems that let people in who are consistent. I saw this happen slowly at first and then quickly. It wasn't because I was trying to get favor, but because the time was right. Anointed One, you are getting ready in a quiet, steady, and deliberate way. Because of this, chances start to show up out of the blue. These aren't miracles that make no sense at the time, but openings that make sense now. Gifts, windfalls, profitable ideas, strategic connections. These are not meant to be too much for you. They come to add on to what you've already built. Feel how good it is to have enough to share. Enjoy the freedom to spend money on yourself without feeling bad about it. Take note of the peace that comes from knowing that provision is stable. These aren't just dreams. They show things. When abundance stops feeling uncertain, gratitude comes naturally. I learned that being grateful for what you know feels different from being grateful for what you hope for. You are now crossing into that knowing, Blessed One. Allow that feeling to slowly grow. Feel abundance in your work, your home, your relationships, and your health without having to work for it. Support stops being a surprise and starts to feel normal. The feeling of security changes from temporary to deserved. This is what it means when having plenty is the norm instead of the exception. Now, every step forward is backed by planning. Every choice adds to the momentum. It gets more stable every day. This is not exciting. It can be relied on. And steady growth lasts longer than dramatic events. Your future doesn't feel airy or unrealistic when you think about it now. Blessed One, that grounding is strength. As this calms down, you may feel a quiet peace take the place of anticipation. That peace does not mean the end of things. It sets the stage for what comes next. What comes next builds on this clarity and doesn't need to happen right away. Already set, already present, already formed as the chosen one. Family, we pour everything into these videos because we believe in what God is doing through this community. We earn nothing from this channel. It is your love and your support that keeps this light alive. If this prayer blessed you today, come and be part of what He is building. The link is in the description. Join us, and if you feel led to give, even the smallest seed carries a great harvest. Thank you, and God bless every one of you. Next comes the internal shift that makes it possible for the external to follow without any problems. This is where a lot of people stop, not because they don't deserve it, but because what they already know tries to pull them back. It can feel safer to be in the old rhythm of struggle than to be in the new rhythm of ease. Being in that place where plenty seemed strange and the mind looked for problems that weren't there has happened to me. At that point, you have not failed. It's time for change. Blessed One, you are now going through it. You are learning that being ready does not mean being cocky. You have to trust that you can handle whatever comes your way without losing who you are. That you can make the right choice when it comes to what to do. and that your steadiness comes from experience, not theory. Heaven doesn't let go of weight that makes things unstable. It lets go of weight to maturity. That's why this phase doesn't feel dramatic, but calm. The chosen one is calm. Your income, plans, and direction are all shaped by a guiding force. Now that force is expansion, not expansion that scares you, but expansion that teaches, expansion in awareness, so you see opportunities you had missed before, expansion in capacity, so bigger numbers don't scare you, and expansion in confidence, so you stop hesitating and start seeing clearly. I remember the first time I realized I wasn't making choices based on fear of losing something. That really was a big step forward. The money came after, anointed one. Growth doesn't happen quickly. It grows. In addition to giving you immediate relief, it teaches you how to think about long-term growth. You start to see patterns in the ways that value is created and momentum is kept up. This changes how you get money, how you handle it, and how you keep it safe. Anxiety about money goes away when you respect it. Guessing is replaced by planning. Reaction is replaced by direction. Structure starts to form naturally, not because of strict rules, but because of deliberate planning. Structure affects money because it makes things stable. Growth is helped by stability. Small habits, clear boundaries, and well-thought-out choices are what you are building that framework right now, even if you are not aware of it. These are the unseen beams that hold the wealth of the future. I learned that money doesn't break down strong buildings. Instead, it leans into them, anointed one. You also learn that when value goes up, income goes up too. Value is not noise or motion that never stops. Value comes from getting better at a skill, being reliable, and solving problems in the same way every time. You can learn new things, get better at what you already know, and use what you've learned in new ways that help you reach more people. This isn't stress, it gives you power. As soon as this hit me, comparison lost its hold. I stopped making comparisons between my speed and other people's and started respecting my own path. This freedom led to more results. Chosen one, your journey is unique. Your timing is planned. Every step forward is important, even the ones that no one cheers for. As awareness grows, the sense of urgency fades. Impatience is replaced by confidence. You start to believe in your ability to make calm decisions about money. That trust pulls you in. It's felt by many. Opportunities come up because of it. Systems are open to those who show stability, anointed one. Your feelings about money no longer affect how you handle it. You pause, think, and then answer. This level of maturity brings alignment. People who are good at managing resources get more responsibility. I've seen chances come my way, not because I looked harder, but because I was finally ready to take them without a fuss. You, chosen one, show the same kind of preparation. As this goes on, you may notice moments of unexpected provision, which aren't always dramatic, but come at the right time. Present, a link or idea that can fix more than one issue at the same time. These are facts that have been proven, not conclusions. They help you remember that alignment is a process. They ask for thanks that comes from knowing, not hoping, that you are the anointed one. Don't let the gratitude make you feel excited. Let it make you feel peace. Peace that comes from knowing something for sure and doesn't need proof to stay. Think about how that steady flow of abundance affects every part of your life. Your work feels backed up. Your relationships are safe. Instead of being uncertain, Your future feels like it's been chosen one. Picture yourself living your life with confidence and a sense of stability. Every choice adds to the momentum. Every day makes things more stable. Each step is in line with long-term growth. This isn't making things up. This is vision getting used to it. When the future seems familiar, it becomes easy to reach and blessed. Don't try to make this vision stick. What is being built doesn't need to be done quickly. It needs to be consistent. From here on out, the next phase doesn't get louder or faster. It just gets deeper. And the chosen one stays ready, patient, and already moving. Your relationship with certainty is starting to grow. Not certainty about what will happen, but certainty about your ability to handle whatever comes your way without falling apart. Most people never get to this level because it means letting go of the identity that learned to survive through stress. I remember the moment I stopped obsessively checking the results, not because I didn't care anymore, but because trust had taken the place of worry. After that, the flow became steady instead of just happening sometimes. You are now going into the same area, anointed one. Your life is no longer shaped by the need to hurry. Focus is limited by urgency. Readiness makes it bigger. Heaven doesn't move when people are scared. It goes in order. Your thoughts, your pace, and your expectations are all taking on that order. You notice that the news doesn't affect you as much, that changes don't bother you as much, and that you don't want to make decisions right away as much. Separation is not what this is. This is a foundation. And grounding is what keeps growth going, chosen one. There is a quiet change going on in how you see opportunities. You don't see every chance as a way to stay alive anymore. You think of it as a choice. That difference makes everything different. Opportunity stops feeling like a way out and starts feeling like a way in. That is what I learned when I stopped saying yes out of fear and yes because I knew what I wanted to do. The things that came into my life changed right away in terms of quality. This same discernment is now coming to you, anointed one. Effort alone is no longer enough to get rich. It is responding to being coherent. Things you believe, what you do, and where you want to go are starting to line up. Trust is built by that agreement. Trust makes things flow. This is why timing, systems, and people start to work together without being forced to. It's not because you're being tougher, it's because you're not pulling against yourself anymore, chosen one. In this place too, surrender grows. Not surrender as passivity, but surrender as alignment. You stop trying to steer the path and start respecting the way things are going. Scripture talks a lot about seasons instead of moments, since long-lasting growth happens over time. Time is slowly becoming your friend instead of your enemy. Before you close this video, I want you to know there are people on the other side of the link in our description who have been waiting for someone like you. A community of chosen ones, God lovers, who pray together and carry each other through life. Come and find your place among them, and if your heart says give, trust that feeling. Your support is what makes this mission possible, and God will honor every seed you plant in faith. We're almost done with this alignment. Let's make sure you remember this truth long after the video is over. Please leave a comment below with the phrase, "My future is secure." Feel old doubts fall away as you type this, and let the calm authority of heaven settle over your life. You are rooted, you are chosen, and you can count on your growth. Dear beloved, if you found this video, I don't think it was by accident. God has a way of leading His chosen ones exactly where they need to be. We want to be honest with you, family. From these videos, we earn nothing. Every video is created purely out of love for God and love for you. It is your small gifts and donations that encourage us to keep going, to keep making content like this for His glory. Without your support, this mission would be very hard to carry. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you to every one of you who has given. God sees you, and God will honor you. There is a family waiting for you on our community platform. Brothers and sisters who came broken, came searching, and found something life-changing. Not just content, but people who truly care. Our most faithful supporters are featured on our platform. A place of honor for those who sow into this ministry. You are chosen, you are loved, and there is a home waiting for you. Find the community link in the description. Come home, beloved. We are waiting for you. Being patient isn't making you move more slowly. Anointed one, it is making you more stable for what's to come. Sometimes old voices can come back. Doubt, comparison, and the memory of not having enough. These don't mean you're going backwards. They mean that old ways of doing things are losing their power. Things that are losing their strength often try one last time to be heard. This is something I have seen on my own path. The voice went away faster each time I picked steadiness over reaction. Now you're doing the same thing, chosen one. Your sense of what's important to you is changing. Your worth is no longer just based on output. You know that value includes things like timing, wisdom, and moderation. No more distractions or side trips. Just more hello, hey, hello, hello. That's why you feel like you've made fewer but stronger choices.